Initiative 0, and this is the Gotham Chronicle. This is episode 10, if you can believe that. 10 episodes already. And, yeah, we are here. Unfortunately, tonight we are Travisless, or Teku cannot make it tonight, but the rest of us are here, and we do a GM plus 3 rule, whereas if we got 3 of us in the GM, we're on. So here we are. Quick recap. Last time, Travis and Stan found each other in the mist, finally, and Stan tried to swim his way across a pond, only to find a slab of solid water that he climbed out on. And Clayton and Diego narrowly escaped from a couple of the bikers slash werewolves, only to have Diego fall into a pit and skewer his leg. And then he ended up getting yanked out of the pit by, I believe it was a rather large bearded man, correct?
No. It was, he got shot in the head. So he did not pull me out. It was, in fact...
oh, right.
Yeah, it was Clayton who pulled me. Well, he hasn't actually pulled me out yet.
That's right.
We're just talking, and I think we're beaking each other off at this point.
He's contemplating being a kind person.
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard for him.
Well, I'm typically a just person. If anything, Clayton is a just.
When I think of Clayton, I think just. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Well, he's just Clayton. So.
Well, that's true. He is just Clayton.
That's right.
If our listeners could ever hear an eye roll, that was it right there.
Oh, that's what that sound was. Okay.
See, I was just going to say, boom, lawyered.
All right, with that, we're going to turn over Dark Templar. Take it away.
All right, guys. 10 episodes in. My goodness. We're into double digits, and thanks for sticking around with us. All right, so we're going to start off here with the odd couple here of Diego and Clayton. Clayton, you're currently standing above this what looks like a pit trap with stakes sticking out with one of your friends, Diego, who you've now identified in this pit trap. And beside you is the bearded man, who was at one point standing over this pit trap trying to search for Diego as well. What would you like to do?
So I first want to just check my surroundings to see what's around me.
Wits plus composure.
Before I start to have a conversation. Danger sense or just wits and composure?
Give you danger sense.
Okay.
Everything right now is quite dangerous.
Cool.
So your danger sense doesn't trigger off anything, but you're definitely very heightened. You've been in the dark for as long as you have, and have gone through as many explosions and awesomeness that you have. You're quite attuned to your surroundings at the moment. And you're very definitely aware that if you take another step forward, you will fall into that trap, which is quite dangerous.
Yeah, so I want to whisper, and the key phrase is whisper.
Yes.
Down to Diego.
Go for it.
And just say, Diego, are you okay?
And I'm going to whisper as best I can. No, I'm not. I've got one of these fucking skewers through the goddamn leg.
Do you have anything to tighten it off and make it like a tensor or something like that, so it doesn't, you don't bleed out?
Yeah, I've already done it as best I can. It's going to stay in there until we get to a hospital, if we can get to a hospital. I don't want to bleed out. So give me a hand?
Yeah, can you get up, or do you need me to help stand you up?
I think I could stand up on one leg for sure. So I'll stand up on one leg.
If you get up, I'll stay outside and lift you out.
Yeah, so I'll stand up and as best I can. And
wait! Before you stand, you have to give me a resolve plus composure roll for your standing up.
Oh yeah, because of the pain, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Resolve plus composure. This is where I shine. Maybe, possibly, probably not.
A lot of positive thinking here.
Well, I mean,
I think I can't.
No, I'm usually pretty good at this. I'm usually pretty good, and I'm good in this case.
So you're able to successfully, you're wincing as you do it, obviously, because it's not sunshine and rainbows at the moment. But you are able to get up and kind of lean on the side of one of the walls.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so I want to kind of bend over, maybe get down on one knee, basically get as low as I have to offer out kind of one hand.
So it's only 4 feet deep. I think we were told, right?
Something like that, yeah. We're pretty close to that, yeah.
Okay, well maybe I'll get down and lift you under the armpits like you're a little baby.
You know, we were having a moment where we were decent to each other, and then you had to go and do that.
I can't wait till we spend experience and I get another point of strength because I can lift another human being.
I'm so
give you a thing of experience.
Yeah.
I lifted a baby. I should get an experience for that. And be like,
okay. I think they in the book it says like a strength of 4 is somebody who could basically lift a mailbox over their head, essentially.
Wow.
Like not a little one, like a real mailbox.
Sure,
well, maybe I'll lift you over my head.
But he's not lifting a mailbox from below him.
A wooden
crate.
Yeah,
like this.
3.
The point is just fucking help me out of the goddamn pit.
Yeah, I will because I'm just Clayton. All right.
Jesus. My goodness.
Do I get a do I have to roll to lift him out?
Damn right you do.
Can I help him?
What am I rolling? Strength and athletics?
Yes.
Okay, can I help him?
Does my strong back get me another point?
I will give you that. Yes, definitely. You'll need a strong back.
And can I help him with this?
I don't know how you would help him with this. Can you explain
well, because
how
I'm going to be like putting my foot on the wall and like pushing myself up too.
The foot that's skewered, the foot that's on the ground.
So maybe not my foot, but my hand, right? So I'm pushing my hand up on the ledge, right? So I'm helping. That takes some weight off.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I'll give you a roll for that. I don't know. Sure, I'll give you a roll for that. Go for it.
So strength plus athletics?
I will give you that. Go ahead.
Okay.
-2.
All right.
Which makes sense.
That makes sense. That's okay. Huh, I still helped you a bit.
Yep, I was going to give you 1 dice regardless, so go for it.
Okay. So I get +2 because I have my other strong back.
Holy hell.
Holy crap.
7 successes. I definitely lift you over my head like a baby.
You're fucking Kevin Costner, and I'm Whitney Houston.
Can I lift him up? Can I lift him up?
Wow. For some reason, that image never came to my head.
Please don't sing. Just don't sing.
I think
so. Can I lift him up and then basically just I want to shoulder press him 2 or 3 times?
Oh fuck you! You're not gonna do that. Go to hell.
Yeah, I think we found our title for this session. I think, and there's an eye that just travels. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So you can shoulder press if you like.
Don't you're not gonna shoulder press.
I want to shoulder press him 2 or 3 times.
I fucking hate
just
you.
Just to be the alpha male and exert my.
You are such a fucking asshole.
And then I'm gonna brag about it and live my vice of pride.
So, because you had a great, exceptional success there, I'm going to say that you lift him right out of the ground, right? Were you on your knees when you did it? I'm just curious. Or were you laying down?
Well, I think I was kind of squatting down because, sure. It's only 4 feet, so he was.
From full squat, it went underneath his armpits as he put his one arm down, right, to kind of brace himself, and then you lifted him straight up like a robot, essentially, right? And then he was perpendicular to you. Like a helpless fawn, right?
Yeah, well, I was thinking exactly, lifting a baby out of a crib.
Right.
Can you stop?
And then and then you just ever so gently, right, put him just over your shoulder and just belly first onto your shoulder. And I'm gonna say that you have him on there, and you're not gonna have any what do you call it? Negatives for having him on your shoulder.
Sweet.
If you're planning to carry him.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that your character would probably think that he's so injured that he definitely cannot be walking on his own power, so you would just lift him anyways.
Well, right? I kind of wonder sometimes if Diego should walk on his own power on a good day.
But... I think you're all assholes.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what?
So
Golgotha, even though you'll still always love us.
Always.
Always.
Don't take a bath. Oh my god. Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, jeez. I want to start singing, but I'm not going to. Anyways. What would you do? I don't know. I think you had 7 successes there. So what else do you want to do there?
So I want to I want to walk around this pit so I don't fall in or don't want to trip on the bearded man that I shot in the head.
Sure.
Well, we should search the bearded man. Maybe he's got something that we can use.
Well, then I got to put you down.
You don't have to. I'm gonna say that you're so strong that you have him on your shoulder
Oh my
while you get
God.
down.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'll
With one arm, you're able to actually just sift through this guy's, belongings and pants.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah, I'll
God.
do that.
Okay, cool.
What do you want to search him?
That will be a what's plus investigation check.
It's an investigation.
Can I help him?
No, not really.
Because
you're
I'm
on his
looking.
shoulder.
All right.
2 successes.
All right. So one thing that you do find there, you see there's a Glock on there.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That is made out of it's very, very shiny. Like it doesn't look like it's not like your standard issue like black or anything like that. It's a very shiny metallic, almost silvery
I was going to
color.
say silver.
Okay, but you can't see it.
No, I know, but I was going to say.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It also has these designs on it. It's got up by the barrel. It has it looks like the mouth of a wolf opening.
Okay.
All the way around it, kind of thing. Like you see, it's teeth kind of bearing as it's there. The actual handle itself seems to have some of insignia on it. It's 3 stars that are interconnected with each other, and the stars are kind of like not like the Star of David or like your regular 5-point star. It's actually like an 8-point star, like almost like an asterisk. I think that's probably the best way of thinking about it. Nice. And there are 3 of them together, and they kind of all link together. It's pretty ornate.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also,
Yep.
And then his other pocket, you also find about $3.90 in change.
Nice. I can get myself a Pepsi after this. Okay. So I want to take my Glock 17 that I have,
okay.
And I actually want to hand it over to Diego.
Okay, so you kind of you do it behind your back kind of thing. You just kind of put it behind your back.
And I just want to be like, Diego, take my gun.
Yep.
So basically, if I'm running, he can fire at people that are behind us.
Yep, you can do that for sure.
And then I want to take this gun in my hand so that I can shoot people if there's people ahead of us.
Fair enough. You know what this reminds me of? You remember
Master Blaster from you know who I'm talking about?
Who's Master Blaster?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's from the
NES.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
No, it's an NES game.
Oh.
Well, okay, there's that too, but I'm thinking from Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't recall that. I was thinking more like Alien, where was Alien 3, whereby they're going up the ladder and one guy's on his back and he's shooting down the alien climbing up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, that's true. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Hook when he gets the guy on his shoulder and then he spins around and he's having all these sword fights.
That's probably
that just shows my generation.
Oh my God!
Oh wow!
I was thinking of Forrest Gump.
Easy there, easy.
I was also thinking about Forrest Gump.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
But I don't think anybody had a gun. Oh no, Lieutenant Dan had a gun when he was.
That's right. When he's dragging him.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, well I'm gonna Lieutenant Dan Diego then. He is kind of like my commanding officer, and he might end up losing one or both legs here. So I'm gonna start running with Diego on my shoulder, and just encourage him to do his best to shoot anything that's coming after us.
And in my brain, I'm thinking, this is how my life is going to end, is it?
Okay.
On Clayton's shoulder.
Dangling down, looking at his ass.
Dangling down, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not looking at his ass. I mean, I'm sure it's a fine ass, but I'm not looking at it.
I think if you resolve plus composure to resist that ass.
Yeah, I think I would be fine looking for the monsters that are chasing us.
What about that monster ass?
Oh my God.
All right, moving on. So
I do not miss leg day, so it is pretty nice.
Okay.
Jeez. Roll for leg day. Anyways, so what do you want to do after you configured your battle stance?
Yeah, I just want to start running north again.
Great. Give me a roll there.
Yeah. Strength and athletics.
Correct.
And -1 because of my
that's the only minus you get. Yeah.
My sprained ankle.
That's right. That's still there.
Oh.
0 successes.
I was gonna say like as he goes to like go, he trips and they both fall into the pit and both get skewered.
And we die. And we make new characters.
Yeah. Now you have no legs, just so you know.
That's right. The other legs now.
Yeah.
See, so I wasn't wrong with calling him Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when Lieutenant is like, and then when he met Forrest, like, I'm here to test out my sea legs. Remember that part?
Yeah.
And then
But
Forrest like,
you
you got no legs. Ah, man, we're going to hell. So, anyways, I'm going to say that you didn't fall back into the pit. However, basically, as you're running, the leg that's injured is bouncing off your your mighty chest, essentially, and as a result, it's causing it to bleed a little more, and obviously.
So wait. I was to clear. He fails, so I suffer.
Just can I finish this? When you decide to run a game, I'll interrupt you. But until then, anyways, so it's kind of bouncing off your mighty chest, as I was saying earlier, and because of this injury that's happening and it's causing a little bit more damage, your comrade here, Diego, is kind of not just flinching, but also kind of like yelping at the same time, like 'cause it obviously does hurt, like kind of thing. So he's making a lot of noise as he's running. I'm going to give you a success here. So you did move. So I'm going to say that you did move 2, so you're at 27. Ooh. Okay, but that yelping sound kind of happening here because of the injury that Diego has sustained is causing a lot of attraction, and so I'm not going to have you roll for the wits plus composure roll, but you definitely hear other things in the forest become now attracted or starting to move towards you. You can hear like commotions around you, and it sounds like they're getting closer because of the sounds coming from Diego.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So Diego, you're not further injured. Okay.
Okay.
But we're about to be.
We're about to be.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do you want to do there?
I want to keep running.
Sorry, what's that?
I want to keep running.
All right, give me another roll.
I'm going to use willpower.
Good idea.
There you go.
Dear 5 Lord. Successes.
You're like exceptional all over the place.
Yeah, how many successes did you need? Like 72? Was it?
I thought it was like
40 or 40. 40 or 45.
40, 45. All right,
45.
So can that count as double? So we're at 37. I just take off like Usain Bolt.
Like Usain Bolt? You know what?
Or Forrest Gump. I mean, Forrest Gump was a boss in that movie.
That's true.
This is true. Mm-hmm. He could run. He could run like the wind. I'll have you describe how you ran so quickly. How's that? Go for it.
Well, I would just say, like, you know, I see kind of a straightaway path between the trees. It's kind of in the direction that I want. So I get up, I kind of turn around, and then, yeah, with Diego, I'm just more so running scared than anything else, but just wanting to get myself out of there. So I'm not even turning around, looking back. I'm basically just sprinting straight forward with Diego on my shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And Diego, do you want to do anything while you're behind there?
I'm going to be scanning behind me to see for movement, anything.
And you
that's
do.
You
absolutely see movement. 100% see movement. And things are coming into view, and they are chasing the fuck out of you. If it weren't for your steed that you're currently riding, they would have definitely have caught up to you by now. But you see them, and they come out of the woodwork, quite literally, because it's the woods. And you see... Boom. I'm on it today, guys. I'm on it today. But yeah, you can see like 4 figures, like just straight out, like arms coming at you. Like you can see them like running. You see like slobber coming out of their mouths. Like they're in a dead run, but they look very human. Coming after you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going to.
And also, you realize they're all in fatigue.
Oh, they're in fatigues.
That's right. And can you give me a wits plus composure roll, please?
I can. Danger sense?
Yep, -2. Because you're bouncing up and down. That's why.
Right. So, okay. So
they're slathering at the mouth?
They're like running, but like they're like frantically running after you.
Okay, so that means the -2 counts. This counts to 2. Okay, that's right. All right, that's not bad.
And there's an explosion that happens behind them. And it isn't until the explosion happens and the brightness of that explosion happens that they're not running after you. They're running towards you because there's things behind them that are running after them. Like they're frantically running, and you see like after the light kind of bursts, like the fear in their eyes as they're running towards you because you're also wearing fatigues, right?
Right.
And
oh my god! Oh my god! Wow!
And
oh, Clayton,
that is a morality role.
Yeah, but it's not a morality. It's not a morality role for
you.
me.
Yeah, not yet.
No.
Anyways,
so for our listeners, I just kind of sent a note that just said, I think Diego should wound these people, and leave them as prey for whatever is chasing them.
Yeah, they can actually see the chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can see the last. They can see like the last 3 dice rolls, and then our commentary about shoulder pressing Diego.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am not going to do that.
One sec. Let me continue the description here. So their eyes are like bulging, like they're not even wearing their balaclavas anymore. Like their hair is like just like full of sweat, like they have blood like running down the sides of their faces. That slobber I was talking about is them just being completely exhausted, running full tilt because they believe they believe that you're running in the right direction, and obviously you're in front of them, so they're wearing the same fatigues, so they're following your lead, and they know they're being chased by something, and that illumination from that explosion that happens, you see right behind them things that are running after them at full tilt. And they're so petrified, like it's just complete fear coming out of their faces as they're running towards you as frantically as possible. Like I said, if it weren't for your stallion of a human being that you're currently hoisted upon, there'd be no way they'd be able to catch up to you like extremely quickly. But the fact that he got an exceptional success is amazing, and keeping them, I guess, far enough. But we'll say they're maybe about, I would say 15 feet away from you, 15 to 20 feet away from you. So not very far away. And you can see that look of terror in their eyes, almost like a help me kind of situation. And I gave you I doubled your score there, Clayton, for your exceptional success. So you're currently at 37 of 4,700.
4,700.
Yeah.
We're at 46.
I'm going with 45. So are like,
just as an aside, though, we had made successes before, though, and we were like what?
Yeah, we were
He
at
says you've
27.
accumulated 37 successes.
Oh, gotcha.
A total of 37.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
just curious. Yeah.
Of a 45 that we need.
Yeah.
Right.
So can I keep running?
Well, I'm gonna let Clayton finish off what he was. Clayton, sorry. Diego finish off what he was gonna say before I cut him off. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I'm not going to shoot them, but I am going to try to look behind them. And what do I see? Can I aim at what's behind them coming at them?
You sure can.
Okay. So I'm going to. Okay. Oh, I need to get a Glock here. Sorry, I don't have a Glock anymore, so I didn't put that into my thing. So just 1 second here. So just continue. Maybe continue with Magnum at this point.
I'm going to. Yes. All right. Let's move on to Stan here. So you've just gotten onto this watery, solid platform with Travis, who is not obviously being played today, but he is there with you. And as you got up, what would you like to do?
I want to examine what it is that we're standing on.
All right,
as
so
best
give me
I can.
Can you give me a, I guess. Oh, okay. Can you give me a wits plus composure check then? I guess just kind of scan what you're on.
Does danger sense count? Is it going to give way and plummet me to my doom?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
Plummet you to your doom. And then they release the Kraken.
That's right. I got a success.
One success.
7 dice.
One thing, when you put your hand down to kind of examine it, it's not cold, so it's not ice. because that'd be obviously frozen water that you could definitely step upon. But it's
And
not
weird
frozen.
considering the time of year.
Agreed. But still, it is not that. But it does feel like it's extremely solid, like almost like a clear marble, if it did exist. Like you see right through it, and it's extremely durable.
Is the water over top of it, or
water splash over it, and also you can see it run underneath it.
Is it like really slippery where the water's splashed onto it?
It is not as it's not slick. No.
It's transparent aluminum.
And as you say that to Travis, he's not really paying attention to you, but he does start to walk forward.
Forward to the end, like toward the water, or away from the water?
Toward the mouth. I was mentioning last time.
Like that, yeah, underneath the cave, or sorry, underneath the hill.
That's right.
He's walking toward that. I'm like, dude, where are you going? This way.
And he's not communicating with you.
I just grab
he's just walking.
I'm gonna grab his arm.
Okay. What do you want to do when you grab his arm?
Like, just stop him and turn him and face me. Like, we got to go that way.
And so as you do that, as you kind of pull him, like his arm kind of goes towards you, but his face is still moving. And for some reason, can you give me another what's exposure roll? So even though you have his arm, you can feel him actually dragging you along. Like your feet is kind of just moving, like sliding, not necessarily being slippery, but sliding. Even though you're resisting, pulling him backwards, you are actually still moving towards him. And he's expressionless. And as you look at as you kind of pull him and yank him, you can see that his eyes are are glossy. They're like kind of smoky. And you don't see his pupils anymore. It's basically like it's very smoky. I think it's the best word, like a gray smoky.
I understand what you're saying, kind of like a scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Very similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and you find it's extremely hard at the moment to pull him back. Like he's pulling you along regardless, and he's not communicating.
Stupid Travis. Is he going to fall in the water?
No, he's in there. Like he's walking straight down this.
Okay, so this path leads to the mouth.
That's right. Like he knows where he's going.
Okay. Where's my gun that he has? He doesn't have a holster.
He has your gun.
I remember when I took it out of my ankle holster in the car. And and he grabbed the wheel. And I gave him my backup.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Where does he have that in his hand, or is it?
He stashed it in his pants, kind of like near the back, like where his ass crack is.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Yeah. You see it. It's a little small shooter, right? I think.
Yeah, it's small.
And you grab it. Is it a 6-shooter? Is that what it is?
No, it's a small Glock. It's got 10 plus 1.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Go ahead. Yeah, you grab that.
Okay, cool. I'll holster it as he continues to walk, and I will follow him, but I'll have my larger Glock out.
Okay, so it's like aim and pointed.
I've got it out, so I've got it. I'm not really taking aim at anything, but it's readied, right? So
okay, fair enough. Yeah, sounds good. So as you guys move, continuously move, you're about, I would say, 30 feet away from the mouth, and it's quite dark, albeit, but a little bit of what looks like neon pinks and green light kind of emitting from deep within the cave.
No, it's the tunnel of love.
Sure.
Son of... All
what would you like to do?
Well, if it's the tunnel of love, that can't be anything good. I cock my Glock.
What? You cock? Wow. That's got to be a term. That's gonna be on our first T-shirt.
Cock your Glock. That's
cock your Glock, guys.
Available at our new store.
Oh man.
All right.
So you cock back, and he finally he gets to where he's basically in line with the mouth of the cave there, and he stops right there.
Okay,
He finally turns to you, or you're I guess you're beside him. There's enough room for both of you there.
Yeah, I'm kind of just behind him. Yeah.
Yeah, he turns around and he's for some reason the only things he finally says is, "We got to go in there."
And we got to go in there because
we just do. And can you give a wits plus composure roll again? I know it's a lot of wits plus composure.
Well, it is kind of the percent. Oh, look at that! I know all sorts of stuff.
Oh, it's fantastic. So it's very, very I guess subtle, but you do notice that as he's saying these words, like "we just have to," there seems to be a second voice that is saying it with his voice.
Oh, it's not just sounds like stereo that's offset, sort of thing, or
yeah, like two people, but it's very subtle, right? And you notice this fineness to it, that there's this. It's not just Travis's voice that's speaking to you, but another voice that's speaking as well.
Well, if it wasn't for the funny eyes, I'd think everything was just fine. But
yeah, clearly, he's high as fuck.
Yeah, obviously he always talks like.
Yeah.
But yeah. So okay, so Travis is possessed. Fun. Then I will say, okay, buddy, lead the way. As I point my gun in the direction that we're going. I'll switch it to full auto just to be sure.
Full auto. Okay, sounds good. And as you move into the mouth of it, there is this very odd sensation that happens. It's as though you are moving through like a thick water. There's no actual liquid that hits you, but it's like you're moving through jello. And
wow.
And eventually you reach the other side, and you kind of feel like you just got violated, right, kind of thing. Though there is no slime on you, you didn't get slimed or anything. But it feels like, I don't know, like there's this pressure as you walk through it, and then it kind of like as you pop out the other side. That makes sense?
Yeah. There's always room for jello. Let's keep going.
Fair enough. And on this other side, there's light. It's bright. There's like a whole like ecosystem on this side. Picture like the Shire, essentially. And it looks like that in daylight.
Like we've just stepped through a cave and we're now in like a rolling field.
Yeah, rolling hills and it's like morning. It's like bright day, and there's little people everywhere.
There's little people everywhere.
Yeah, there's just like people like tending to their sheep and the market.
But how
like that?
But how little are we talking?
We're talking hobbit size, approximately.
Do they look like they would have dwarfism or something like that, or they look like proportionate?
They look proportionate.
Do they have pointy ears?
No, yes, they do.
Do they have Irish accents?
You haven't spoken to any of them yet, but we'll see soon, I suppose.
Because if they do, they're leprechauns. But if they have Scottish accents, they're dwarves. So that's all there is to it. That's how I determine things.
Okay, sounds good. What if they speak like Afrikaans or something like that? What are they after that?
Then they're Dutch immigrants, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
South part
Dutch
of
immigrants. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like
think that's how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, those Dutch, they're so evil. Anyways,
now be kind to the Dutch.
So Travis moves forward without you, just starts walking.
All right. Does my gun still look the same? Or do my clothes still look the same?
Your clothes look the same, but your gun is not there. It's gone.
They took my gun. They must be leprechauns.
Yeah, okay. Right. Pots of gold everywhere. Lucky Charms. Constantly eating cereal.
Yeah, and all those balloons with holes in them flying through the sky. Oh, well.
Fair enough. Cool. So, yeah, he just starts moving forward. And eventually, he reaches a house.
What kind of house?
It looks like, you know, a hole in the ground essentially. With
It's like a hobbit house.
Like a hobbit house, yeah. It looks like a hobbit house. It looks like the Shire.
So we're in New Zealand. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I know where we are. Good.
Exactly. But as you guys were walking, like you passed by these other figures don't really pay you any mind. They don't even look at you weird. They don't even know, like, they don't even really kind of relate to you. They don't even react to you as you're walking through.
Well,
even though you
fine. I'll do the same to them. Screw them.
Sounds good. Sounds good. They do speak. They do speak a language. They can obviously communicate with each other, but it's not a language that you understand.
All right. Well, I will peer around, look up into the sky. I don't see any sort of black-winged dragon-like creatures with shadowy figures on their backs or anything like that, screeching.
You do not. No, you don't see that. But
good,
you do.
good.
But one thing you do see, because you did get exceptional success, so I'm gonna have you just find this. On the door of this particular house that he knocks on has that butterfly or that moth symbol on it.
Oh, great. I steel myself as best I can without any weaponry. I just
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll just kind of. He knocks, cool.
Yep. So doom 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 kind of knock there,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear a doorknob turn. Wow, really struggling with the vocab here. The doorknob turn, and the door obviously pulls in to the house, and standing there is what looks like a female, hobbit-looking, to give you kind of an idea,
Okay.
a hobbit-looking female. However, this female has pointy ears, is very fair, is not fat or chubby or anything like that, but very proportionate to a human human-like features, and or humanoid features.
But she's still small like a hobbit.
But she's still very small, but slender. Small
Gotcha.
but slender.
Not portly. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And has 4 brilliant wings that are currently folded up. As she opens the door, you kind of see them expose a little bit, and then it kind of folds down.
Okay.
In front of you.
They're more like insect wings or like bird wings.
Like insect wings, like a
Okay.
butterfly,
Okay.
essentially. And go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I peer over Travis's shoulder and kind of wave. Hi.
And she doesn't say anything yet. She kind of blinks and smiles, and eventually she goes, "Come on in. Let's have some tea."
Oh, tea. Good stuff. After you, Travis.
Yeah, and he falls in and takes a seat, and there's this table that looks obviously kind of like if you were to have tea with like a little girl.
Okay.
Like a tea
like,
time.
Are there like stuffed animals and stuff and the like, or?
There are no stuffed animals, but it looks very, very tiny.
Yeah.
Like it looks like they're teacups of like shot glasses to you, essentially.
Okay.
And like it's kind of like their chairs are made for like preschoolers, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of. Everything's very miniaturized, but she looks like she fits right in.
Hope I don't have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for that. But we're gonna go back here to the other two, because I'm sure you found his gun stats.
I did indeed.
Go for it.
All right. Okay, so I can never remember how to use weapon. So it's click on the Glock. It is I turn to
Dexterity.
attack roll.
Yep.
Dexterity.
Yep.
No, you don't have to worry about the
weaponry,
dexterity part. Just click.
Oh, you don't
on
have to? It just goes.
Click on the attack that you want to use, and then click the attack roll, and then just.
Okay.
So can you explain what you're doing?
I'm shooting at the creatures running at the the guys in the fatigue. So not at the people in the fatigues, but the creatures behind.
Okay, so I didn't give you your negatives yet.
Yeah, sorry, I realized. So it's after I rolled, I should have waited.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So it will be a -3.
Ooh.
Well,
it makes perfect sense. I was going to say that if I didn't have a negative, I'd be surprised by that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say that not only do you miss, you actually end up hitting one of the men in fatigue, because it's a hard shot, right? Like you're bouncing up and down. You're trying to get through them, but they're kind of they're running very, very quickly at you. So sorry.
So I'm wincing. I go, oh, sorry.
Yeah, and the one guy's shoulder just cocks back to the right, and you see him just stumble and fall, just like a boom, 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 right, kind of thing. The other guys kind of jump over him. There's 3 more, right? There's 4 total, but there's the one guy falls down kind of in the center, and boom, 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 and the one guy beside him kind of jumps over his arm a little bit as he's still right, he's just freaking out, and you see immediately just the sheer terror in this guy's eyes as he looks up at you with one arm forward and just dragged through extremely violently backwards into the night.
Well, that's a morality check.
For me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. Even though it was an accident?
Yeah, accidental killing is also a morality check.
Oh, man.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't kill him.
The darkness did?
The darkness did.
But you facilitated that.
Well,
but I'll leave it up to Dark Templar to see your
technical
ethical demise.
No, he's definitely rolling for that.
Of course I am.
Absolutely. I thought this game just fun. Anyways, so yeah, it's and you hear a scream. And
wait, sorry, I didn't quite get that. Can you do that? There you go. Thank you. I got it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to break our ears of our listeners here. But essentially, close.
Slightly more melodic.
And for our guest voice today, so yeah. Anyways, it's just gone. It's half a second as soon as it boom, and they hear a scream, and it's so violently like a rag doll. You just watch this what used to be a human being just ripped backwards.
Are we still being chased?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, while I'm at, I might as well try to shoot another one. I mean, I wasn't successful the first time, but I'm confident I'll be able to do it this time.
Okay.
Because, in fact, I'm going to willpower this as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, that cancels out the penalty at least. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. No whammies.
All right. So, yeah, this time you see the one guy one of the guys on the edge, we'll say the left edge, as there's 3 now, right? Kind of looks back over his shoulder, and it's kind of sound. You can hear it audibly as what looks like to be something reaching for him. And thankfully, you're able to kind of lift your head up just enough as you're bouncing up into the side. You really steel yourself. You breathe really slowly. A nice long inhale, and then you just boom, and this hand jerks back as it goes, as the bullet sails right past this guy's ear, essentially, and probably hits something as the hand draws back quite quickly, and he looks back at you, and there's tears, just running down this guy's eyes, just tears and snot flying to the side, and just frantically trying to catch up to you.
Okay.
What else would you do?
I'm going to try to shoot another one.
All right, go for it.
I'm also using willpower.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me just make sure I click off the willpower so I remember using it. Oh, there we go.
Nice. And so this one, you for some reason your attention looked up amongst the trees, and you can see something jumping from tree to tree to tree, like it's going back and forth kind of situation, very, very quickly at extreme agility, right? But you can't really see what it is, but you kind of know something's there, and you kind of track it as you're shooting at it, and you just hope to God, right? Use your willpower to steel yourself again, and you kind of track it enough to fire in front of it enough to catch something, and you see it's still moving. Like you hit something. It sounds almost like a baseball bat being cracked in half. That makes sense.
Yeah,
that kind of sound. And yet this thing is still moving back and forth though. But you hit something because it's there, but it's still moving amongst the trees. We're gonna say.
Okay.
And let's go back to Stan here.
Hello. All right, there I am in Hobbiton.
Yeah. So you sit down there, and she pours you some tea, and she goes, "Don't worry, it's just some sunflower tea here that we make here, and you know what? It's a little crowded." And she snaps her fingers, and you are instantly transported from that particular, I guess, tea room or dining room into a field whereby you're drinking at a stump, a giant tree stump that is perfect, obviously flat enough for to serve tea on, and you're all sitting on stumps. And thankfully, the stump that you're sitting on also is enough for your butt. It's not like some type of child's play or a preschool step 1, 2, 3 version of a chair, but actually it actually goes around you. But one thing you do notice is that Travis, who's still there with you, seems to have his head slouched down.
Oh, just like hanging forward?
Yeah, kind of hanging forward. And go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, so did you do that to him?
But yes, I did. He's asleep right now. He's not in any danger. But I thought this would be a good time to chat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just kind of wandering around in the woods. Didn't have anything else to do except get away from a bunch of werewolves.
Oh, you weren't, yeah. Oh, the werewolves.
I knew it! I knew it! They are werewolves! I knew it!
They used to be such friends of ours.
Oh? And
at one time we shared this space with them.
By we, you mean...
my people.
Which are... You're obviously not humans.
We are known as the Fae.
Oh.
Some call us changelings. Some call us fairies. We like to be called the Fae. At least in this part of the realm.
Well, yeah. Because I'm certainly not in Delaware anymore.
Yes, certainly not. But we used to share the space until there was an incident, and we don't talk about that very much, but we've blocked them out, essentially. There's a few that we still communicate with here and there, but, and I'm sure, I think you met one of them, Gunther. Do you remember Gunther?
Oh, Gunther. Good old Gunther.
Yes, very much so. He's a very kind soul. And
saved my bacon.
We still communicate, but most of his kind we don't speak with very much anymore. Since the incident.
The incident.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Cool. So, well, I'm glad that you kind of invited me because it's nicer here than it was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Well, we've heard rumblings of you and your friends and your kin that you station with, including your friend. What's his name? Travis?
Oh yeah, that's yes. Travis there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I had to put him asleep here, but he unfortunately had a little bit of a rough time getting here mentally. Whereas yourself, for some reason, this doesn't shock you.
Oh well, this is I'm kind of shocked. Just wasn't expecting it. Little, but I guess not that shocked. I look over at Travis, but it's not every day that you walk through Jello into a fairy realm. So that said, it's not the strangest thing that's happened to me lately.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, when I start my regaling of our time inside a video game and our time whereby we got surrounded by vampires in a club, and that time that Travis chopped somebody's finger off, And then there was that other time, or was that Diego? Oh, and then there was the time that I found out that Diego was my brother, and then there were those dogs in that house. Oh, and my ability to basically have incredible insight by divining and calling upon the power of Billy Idol.
Oh, Billy. I miss him too.
Yeah, well.
It was unfortunate when he was lost to us.
Well, I thought there was something peculiar about him.
He couldn't last in your world, unfortunately.
So that's not really him anymore?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's a shell.
It's just a shell. Yeah.
Just a shell.
Well, here I thought that was the drugs, but apparently not.
An empty vessel. See, when you stop believing in us, we tend to die. We tend to become non-existent, unimportant, essentially, and that's really our life force, is that people have to believe in us. We're like a fairy tale, in fewer, less words. So the less people believe in them, the less we exist. But we try to exist as much as we can. We sometimes come in the form of angels or certain types of beings that are, lost in lore, lost in stories that were once childhood stories, that the Grimm's fairy tales, for example. And over time, they have, gone the way of the dinosaur, essentially. People don't read anymore. People just are on their phones and make up their own imagination. So we're less and less, I guess, important.
But people do a lot of reading on their phones.
They do, but not necessarily about us anymore. We are definitely the forgotten. But I digress. Enough about that. You have another problem.
Oh, I have another problem?
You do, back home.
In addition to all the problems I already got?
I know. And I can tell you that the ones that you are after, let's say, the ones with the symbols, you've seen symbols such as mine, correct?
Yeah, the 7 deadly sins. Yeah.
Right. Those symbols, much like mine, are symbols of the Fae.
Oh.
Yes. They have manifested themselves because they want to be relevant again. Remember, when we're not relevant, we don't really exist anymore.
But if you don't exist anymore, then how could they manifest them?
Well, obviously they have manifested themselves into things that people really hold dear to, such as the 7 deadly sins, as you had mentioned earlier.
Well, people do kind of like those ones.
Fair enough. And that's why they're so strong, I guess, as you did. Now, as I said earlier, we all have different realms, and we like to keep our distances away from each other. So obviously, we currently aren't in Gotham, right? And we're in Delaware, so it was kind of like the Delaware realm, we'll say. Whereas the Gotham realm is run by those. And there's a few good ones and a few bad ones. Myself, I think I'm kind of neither here or there, but I'm definitely more positive than just staying neutral. So I like to help people once in a while. And I think you've also probably encountered some helpful people at the same time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And though we don't really condone as the Fae for this type of, I guess, management of power that these other deadly sins, you call them, have manifested into, because it's quite evil and not how we like to operate. Obviously, Gotham is in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, I agree with that one.
And also, I'm just gonna assume here that when you expose your information to this particular being, that you also include the information about the sphere, the pearl, and the
the relics there. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the audience what that is?
Yep. So we've been trying to find the pieces of this. It's almost like a shell that holds this sphere. The other evil things have been after as well. We've been trying to collect the pieces, and I think we're 2 away from
right.
collecting them all now. So we've got like half a shell and a small sphere that will spin in it. And this little sphere can kind of, well, they all kind of call to each other. So we've been trying to collect them that way.
Mm-hmm. That artifact, essentially, is essential to their demise. It's a key of sorts. When you find the pieces, it will show you the way. And when it shows you the way, you must destroy these things. Otherwise, they're going to take over your city and destroy you all.
Well, that would suck.
So, and I'm just going to give you before you do that. As she says that, an image kind of floats into your mind, and it's an image of like nicer times in Gotham, where it wasn't constantly foggy and dark and gloomy or full of crime or like derelict streets and buildings and homeless. It actually was a pretty thriving city. Still is to an extent, right? But it wasn't as, I guess, as as dark as it is currently, whereby it constantly seems as though it's just riddled with evil and people that are trying to jockey for power and are greedy and all those kinds of things. And you kind of start to realize that it's these deadly sins that have been taking over this city essentially and really warping it to its image of these sins and making it as gloomy and awful as it is, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
I kind of shake my head from the vision there and go, so what you're saying is that if we find, I look at Travis, all the pieces to the key, it will show us the way to destroy these things or lock them away?
Now, you've already destroyed a couple of them because you've
Three
used instruments.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because you've used instruments or destroyed them in their own realms, in their own mini little cosmic realms there.
Yeah.
But this will actually, once they're gone, it doesn't mean that the city is going to immediately heal itself.
Oh, no.
This will...
But it'll get rid of them.
Right, but this will also help you along the way to repairing your once great city.
Well, that's a bonus. But like, if we collect all the pieces
mm-hmm.
and we unlock the way, does that still mean we have to kill these 4 things?
They're definitely going to be more after you when you find them, because they're going to be able to sense it as well when you have it all as a whole. So you must be wary about how you plan to go about this.
But there's no like nuke version of this, where we can just like get rid of them all in one fell swoop.
It sounds as though they're quite powerful now.
They are.
So I don't.
That's why I want to get rid of them without having to fight them.
I understand. But it seems as though they may.
I'm more of a lawyer. I'm looking for ways of lawyering my way out of a problem instead of fighting things toe to toe.
Fair enough. I understand your plight, but it seems as though it might not work that way. But it will help you to repair this city.
Well, that's good. That's a bonus. What's your name?
And she kind of like it's not like a name that is not like Janet or anything like that, right?
I'm Karen.
She kind of like makes some sounds essentially, but they're almost inaudible to you, and like you can hear them, but they don't actually like make any letters that you could understand essentially.
I just kind of nod. All right. I'm Stan. This is Travis.
It's been nice meeting you.
Oh, we're done?
Well, you can't stay here, unfortunately.
I know, yeah. Is there another exit, though? Do we have to go back into the woods? Or can we, like, get dumped, say, by the highway?
I'll do you one better.
One better?
Yep, and with that, she's going to go back to... She's gonna snap her fingers, and we're going to go back to Clayton and Diego.
I sense Jello coming on.
Sorry that I missed you the last time you came to Diego and Clayton there.
That's okay. We worked it out. It was fine.
I shot things, including accidentally one of the people who I was trying to protect.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
There's one thing I noticed. I didn't miss that part where you have to make this roll afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, I still had my my headphones on and was kind of listening to you. Just my boss called me in the middle of game night for an urgent question, so I had to answer that.
Fair enough. So, yeah, you're still running there. You want to make one more athletics plus sticks?
Yeah.
Stamina
Strength and
plus
athletics.
Yeah.
Strength and athletics or stamina and athletics?
Strength.
Okay, and I'm going to use some willpower again.
Okay.
Because that worked out well for me last time.
I
was selected attack roll.
Yeah, that's a Glock roll.
Yeah, because congratulations.
You shot.
Let's try this. Let's try this again.
Your round is there.
He's running at stamina, right? But...
You're at 39 of 45, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, should I do a few rolls because like Diego fired a couple shots?
I would
just
agree.
when I was kind of away there.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't fired 4 shots.
Sure. Go ahead. You have 2 more, I think. 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Come on, no whammies. Oh, okay, there we go.
Willpower, another
41.
2.
41. And
okay. Another willpower.
It's gonna be like 0.
No.
Oh,
that's okay. We're in the right direction. We're going the right way.
Okay, you're at 42. And so as you're running,
3 more, man. 3 more.
Yeah, you're starting to get tired. Like your exceptional roll earlier is definitely carrying you. This adrenaline is carrying you. You hear the gunshots behind you, and you're like, "Shit, I gotta go!" And you just can't. It's completely carrying you through. Obviously, as you're dodging, here, there, and everywhere with a sprained ankle, and he's taking pop shots at the back there. He even says "fuck" once as he probably obviously hit something that he probably shouldn't have. Right? You even hear that crack of like what sounds like a baseball bat being splintered. And we are out of time for this episode.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
No.
My apologies. You're at 42 of 45. And we're going to stop there for this episode. I'd like to thank everyone for participating today, and also for our listeners for listening to us. This is our double-digit episode. And so, yeah, thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and I guess we will see you next time.
Yeah. If you like us, hit the like button. If you really like us, subscribe. Leave some convo in the chat down below. We're happy to interact with you that way. And thanks to our subscribers. We're growing slowly, and it's hard to believe we've already done 10. But yeah, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for coming.